friends and family to an extra edition of the Wellness Homesteader. So I've kind of gone back and forth on whether or not I wanted to do this video. It will be a short one, and y'all will get the finished sewing of our table runner, our vintage style table runner. But as often happens with me, unfortunately, I woke up this morning and I was like, who tightened up all my muscles and joints overnight? So we do have a big low pressure front moving in, but that has never affected me. I know it does a lot of people. I don't get headaches either, but you know, with migraines and things like that. So I've had to kind of take it easy today. I have been working really hard, y'all, on getting a lot of my Lego type builds. I'm just starting the house. I finished the little village that's 3 houses put together. I finished the Christmas newsstand, which is adorable. And I still have one more. Wait for it. And feel free to admire my mid-century modern shirt. Y'all, I can't link this one because I've had it for so long. I rarely wear, let me hitch up my britches, anything fitted. I usually buy my shirts kind of oversized because I don't like it clinging at the top. I mean, it's not super tight, but it's a little tighter than what I normally wear. Oh, that's not it. I got so many things in here, y'all. I had to get this. So this is QB Mana. It's the other brand. This is not what we're going to talk about, but since I'm doing this, I'm going to share it. I'm impressed with their builds. The pieces snap together very, very nicely, which can be a problem with some of the quote-unquote off-brands. I have built just a couple Lego things. I will never spend the money for Legos over some of these off-brands. And this actually rotates. And it says ages 6 and up, so I should be able to do that. This one is not one I've ever built before, a brand, but it had good reviews. The instructions are a little different. It does. I can't find the brand, but anyway, when I show you the finished product, I'll link everything. But I realized I gotta get busy if I'm going to use a display of this, which, sorry for spitting, is my plan. But what do I want to talk to you about today? You know, y'all, I know a lot of you have shared with me privately. I would never share anybody's name and disease process, but I know a lot of us struggle with aging diseases, autoimmune diseases, and I've also shared with you, I watch a little bit of Girl World. Now, y'all, I'm not going to recommend that because what Girl World is a group of overweight women, and I love a good success story. That's how I got started, who are generally on a journey to lose weight. Some are successful, some are not. But I got hooked into watching some reaction channels because I don't necessarily enjoy the actual Girl World stars. A lot of them, man, their mouth is so filthy. You know, I'm like, you kiss your mama with that mouth? You know, I don't enjoy hearing the F-bomb, etc., etc. And I don't think it's good, you know, to fill your mind with a lot of that. Anyway, one of the people that I watch is, or I don't watch her, one of the people that gets talked about on the reaction channels is Foodie Beauty, Chantal, and she goes into these like rages, and people that are in her subscriber group like to trigger her into a rage because they are truly outrageous. And that's kind of what she's known for, is going along at an even keel and then kaboom. And she also does dieting off the diet, and really has, in effect, gained a couple 100 pounds in the 8 years she spent on YouTube trying to lose weight. And I'm not going to ever shame anybody, body shame. You know, guys, I noticed in my last video, I've got like a turkey neck. Gobble, gobble, gobble. I am 63 after all, and I don't wear a tremendous amount of makeup. I don't wear anything on my neck except the best moisturizer I can afford. So yeah. And am I the perfect weight? No, I still fall, according to BMI, into the overweight category. However, she got into a rage, which I saw on the reaction channel, and it was pretty vile, against another YouTuber who has her own set of problems. And I don't know what her channel is. Forever she was Shanny for Christ, but has done innumerable things that are iffy and questionable. I just want to see people succeed and lose weight and see if I can pick up any tips that help me live a healthier lifestyle. What this actually has turned out to be is a soap opera. However, what happened was Shanny had shared that she has fibromyalgia, and I don't have that. My mother had it, and I have several friends who have it, and I know that that is a very debilitating disease. And what I realized as I watched Shanny give her bit and then watched Chantal on the reaction channel respond to her, she was like, fibromyalgia, ha 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 ha, making fun of Shanny. And I thought, you know what? Be careful, because karma can come back around and you might end up with some of the diseases that many of us have. But it reminded me, sometimes people think that just because you don't break out in purple polka dots or swell up to 3 times your normal size, you're not in pain. You're not really struggling with your autoimmune disease, whether it be fibromyalgia, systemic lupus, as I have, some of the arthritis, the myalgia, which is muscle pain. So I just want to encourage you, because through my nursing career, fibromyalgia has become a recognized and diagnosable now disease process, but it's largely based on symptoms. But the people that I have seen suffer with it have those same great days, awful days, medium day, great day, awful, 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 very unpredictable, and very debilitating. So many times those people can't undergo a vigorous exercise routine. I happen to be one of them. If I overdo it, do I ever overdo it? I must, I know I do sometimes. I'm going to pay for it. And while it doesn't show, you can't necessarily, sometimes my hands, you can tell. Miss Gay is always like, when she watches a video, she's like, I saw your hands, because they will get extremely red and inflamed. But there's sometimes no symptoms except that chronic pain, which leads to often chronic fatigue, poor quality sleep. So what I wanted to share with you today is I just want to encourage you all, be mindful and understanding of folks who have these invisible diseases, because just because it is not something that physically shows, you might think someone's putting on the dog, as the country folks say, or, exaggerating. And I'm here to tell you all, I am not a lazy person. I'm a very motivated person, but I have really struggled to get this sewing project done because I haven't felt well, and it requires me to crawl around on the floor because I don't have a good cutting table situation. At least that's the way I've always done it. So I promise you tomorrow, Lord willing and the creek don't rise, that I am going to get back on it, try to finish it up in a hopefully not too long and boring video so you all can see what I finally make. But today, I can sit in the chair, I can do building. I finished the newsstand, which is so cute. And I thought, let me start the big house and then I'll do the tree last, because the big house is kind of the centerpiece of what I have envisioned in my mind. So if you are one of those people that have good days and bad days. Maybe you're not even diagnosed. I want to be careful not to share any private information. So I'm just going to say I have a relative that has polymyalgia rheumatica, which is a muscle type disease that is also diagnosed on symptoms only. And to look at this relative, you would not know that this relative has the disease, but there are many times this relative can't follow through on maybe commitments or obligations because of the variability in their health. So just a little word of encouragement. You know, the hustle bustle of the holidays can really exacerbate symptoms because you're doing things kind of out of the norm. You may feel pressured if you're having a big family gathering for Thanksgiving or for Christmas or Friendsgiving or whatever you're doing that's going to push you beyond your normal daily threshold. Just remember, create memories. Don't worry so much about all of the foofy decorations. Kym Clark. Although I do want to decorate, you know, this year I kind of have a mindset of just reusing things that I have. It saves me shopping. My Christmas shopping, aside from one thing, which I will buy on Black Friday because it'll be discounted, is all finished. All I have to do is slap it in the gift bags. I hate wrapping presents, y'all. Maybe I'll surprise my son and wrap some things. But make it easy on yourself. Don't be afraid to buy some prepackaged, like if you want to do a charcuterie board or have an appetizer spread. I was watching J. Morrell Stewart, and she has a huge family and a huge group of friends, quite a successful business person and YouTuber. And she actually went to Costco and came up with a lovely, I mean, she's going to make a turkey, but came up with a lovely, lovely variety of beverages, of desserts, of sides, of appetizers. And what I realized, even though I like to home cook and I would maybe just rather do less sides or less of a spread, but still make it homemade, don't be afraid to say, hello Walmart, hello Costco, hello Sam's, whatever you have in your area. I don't have a Costco even remotely close to me or a Sam's, but my son hasn't ordered Christmas dinner yet, so we'll figure that out when the time comes. I'm sure it will be, my son likes extravagant dishes, and he knows I like to cook, so it won't be a problem, and I'll make a few of his favorite things. So just a word of encouragement, don't beat yourself up. Listen to your body, which I'm not good at. You know, I woke up this morning and I just thought, what did I do that caused this? And y'all, I don't have an explanation for you. I'm not stressed out. I haven't changed my diet. I'm not taking any different medications. I was extremely tired yesterday, which can be a symptom that the lupus flare is starting. So I have medication for that, which I started today. But I don't even know why. So sometimes it just comes out of the blue. So be understanding of people who do have some of those chronic illnesses that don't show with a rash that's purple polka dots or whatsoever. Y'all, I plan to see you tomorrow on Thursday. Today's Tuesday. Thursday we are supposed to have, Lord Jesus help us all, our first snow of the season. And in Ohio, when we get our first snow, it is fraught with accidents because people are like, woo! I've driven on snow my entire life, snow, ice, etc. I do have what do you call it? Not an entertainment, an engagement Thursday night. And it really depends, one, on where this goes, and two, if it's snowing up a blue streak, it is an after dark obligation. I won't be going. So I'm giving myself permission to say no to things that I'm not capable of doing every single day, and then making alternate plans. So I'm still going to create the memories I just might not create them at the time I thought I was going to. So I'll see you all very soon. Smash that like button on the way out. Always feel free to drop me some type of comment, and I'll see you very soon. But until then, be healthy, be well, be blessed, and take care.